here in Acadiana is
Ollie Bear.
Welcome back into 623 on this Wednesday morning. Are you looking for a new hobby or perhaps just something different? You might want to check out the Painted Bayou.
Oh yes, super cool. Al always looking for something new to do, and he visited this new business to see what happens at this pottery store, and guess what? They even offer classes.
Hey guys, we are back. I'm with Simone McCrocklin. We are at Painted Bayou, and I am going to learn how to do pottery. And we've got our clay, we've got our pottery wheel, we have some water here so I can stay hydrated.
Yep.
What are we? Tell me where we are.
Okay, so since you just lifted up your clay, it doesn't have that suction anymore. So throw it back down on there.
Sorry about that.
Now with the foot pedal, unlike driving, whenever you take your foot off the pedal, it stays going.
Got it.
And you just push it off with your heel. And I notice it's better to take your foot off whenever you're spinning, because a lot of times people get really focused on it, and as they get focused, the wheel goes faster and faster because you're pushing down with your foot as well. So once you get a good speed.
Is this a good speed?
That's maybe a little slower.
Oh, maybe a little slower, okay.
There you go, that's good.
Okay.
All right. Before we get the clay wet, you're gonna want the clay to turn into the palm of your hand.
Got it.
So you're gonna use the palm of your hand here, and then you're gonna guide with this one. All right, so go ahead and get your sponge.
Okay.
Soak it with water, don't squeeze it out.
Oh, too late. I squeezed it, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Now squeeze it all onto the clay.
Everything?
Yeah, everything.
Okay, there we go. Hey, cool.
Now, get more water, and then just put it in your tray, just to have handy and get your hands wet.
Okay, okay.
I probably should have told you to take your watch off, but
Oh, that's okay. We'll take it off later.
Okay, so now you're gonna want to hold the clay with your right hand pushing and your left hand guiding. Now, it's probably getting dry, so add more water.
Feels pretty moist.
Yep, but it's not, I can hear it.
Am I squeezing hard enough? Because yours looks like it's really doing something, mine's not. So how hard do I push?
You need to lock your arms down. Put your arms down on the wheel. So you're making like a tripod.
Oh, got it, okay.
You got it?
Now where do my thumbs go?
Just like that is fine. See, now you're centered. You see how your hands aren't wiggling around anymore?
Is that good?
That is a very good thing.
Okay. Oh. Came undone. What do I do?
Stop the wheel. Now, just slide it back to the middle.
It's kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Okay.
And now push down real hard on it. There you go. Now,
this is pretty cool.
A lot of water. A lot of water. You can't use too much water. I've had to clean up many puddles on the floor after parties, but that's okay.
Now tell us about the parties.
Yes, so Saturday nights you can have a party here. 6 to 8 people. If we have more than 8, then we just have to rotate the wheels, which is fine. People can bring their own food, drinks, cakes, whatever they want.
I love that.
And it is a lot of fun.
You know, one day, if I ever know 8 people, I may have a party here.
Perfect.
Hey, you know what? We are going to go back to you guys in the studio, because you know what? This show's a party.
Connecticut-based modern dance troupe Momix bringing their fantastical performance of Alice to Lafayette at the Hyman Performing Arts Center, and with it, dancer Elise Pasico teaching a masterclass at UL.
Dancers with intermediate to advanced skill levels got to rub elbows with critically acclaimed performers in their now 3rd visit to the Hub City, taking the opportunity to hone their dancing skills.
For a lot of these students, while of course the faculty here is exceptional in what they do, it's for many of them the first time that they've worked with a dance teacher or an artist outside of Louisiana, so it offers outreach potential, and it also offers them an opportunity to be challenged in new ways.
Well, if you missed it here in the Hub City, no worries. You still have a chance to catch it in New Orleans on Saturday at the Jackson Auditorium. Tickets are available on their website, momix.com.
The days are winding down to enjoy the nail-biting fun at the Delman Circus. It's in Lafayette until this coming Monday. You'll find it in the parking lot of the Acadiana Mall. Head over to delmancircus.com for all dates, times, and to buy tickets. The federal government is telling airports and aircraft operators they need to be more proactive about cybersecurity. Coming up, how these changes could impact your future travels.
Well, as we go throughout the rest of the morning, maybe expect some patchy fog out there, but
beyond all, warming temperatures getting up into the mid 80s. We're going to continue to track that for you guys in a little bit.
You're watching News 15 Today.
Good morning. It's March 8th. Welcome back. You're watching News 15 Today. I'm Ryan Hennessy.
Yes, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm Alex Verstel. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. A little surprise for you. We've got Storm Track 50 meteorologist Michael Crowley joining us today.
Yeah, and it's going to be a muggy, foggy start. He's been telling us all about it. Michael, what do we need to know?
The best surprise, Alex. And yeah, Ryan, we're going to be seeing some foggy conditions moving through the rest of the morning, but we're starting to see it lift, which is great news. But the rest of this day, might scare a couple of you guys out there. 85 degrees for the high today. It's going to be at around 3 p.m. and we're going to see those temperatures start to dwindle a little bit after that. But partly cloudy skies for the whole day. Not seeing anything that's going to support showers, which is going to be great news. And after that, it's just going to be a pretty muggy afternoon. So you might need to break out the sunscreen and also the bug spray, because you know who else really enjoys this weather? Mosquitoes.
That is so
Boy, do I
very
hate
true.
mosquitoes.
And I have it with me at all times, especially if you're outside, baseball, tennis,
Light
and
that
outdoors.
citronella
Oh my
candle.
gosh, it's bad news bears. Thank you, Michael. Well, fireworks flying at last night's Lafayette City Council meeting, and it comes amid a big plan unveiled just last week to build hundreds of new apartments in downtown Lafayette, along with a parking garage.
Rock and Bowl's owner Johnny Blanchard announced the plans with Mayor President Josh Guillory. City Court and the City Marshal's current locations are the proposed site for this construction, but it turns out members of City Council who would have to approve the development were left out in the dark on the plans.
That led to some heated exchanges at the council meeting.
Are there any council members that would like us to stop this project?
Stop it. I'd like to discuss it.
I mean, we're discussing it. Nobody wants to stop it. We want information on it.
No,
That's what we're having dialogue
Well, I just want to make sure that, well, you know, I just
and-
think it's fair.
As far as the downtown project is concerned, a proposed project, Mayor, I'm not exactly sure what you were implying by, does anyone want to stop this project? That seemed to have come out of the blue. But But in any event, I personally would have preferred to find out about this other than through a press release. Okay? That's me personally.
The viability of this development proposal still unclear. Guillory hasn't provided a timetable, nor has he indicated a spot where city court would actually be relocated.
The Transportation Security Administration issued new requirements for airports to prove they are actively working to deter hackers.
And this comes after a researcher discovered an old version of the TSA no-fly list of terrorists on a regional airline's unsecured server. But it's also part of a broader effort by the Biden administration to improve cybersecurity.
Just last week, the Environmental Protection Agency said it would require state governments to audit the security of public water systems. Louisiana is home to 7 major airports, with Louis Armstrong International being the largest.
Lafayette Regional Airport ranks at number 4. There are 19 smaller airports throughout the Pelican State.
Well, continuing coverage this morning as officials are condemning the attack and kidnapping of 4 Americans by a cartel last week in Mexico, which left 2 dead.
With 2 survivors now back in the United States, new details are emerging about the victims and why they were in the border town. The episode now a stark warning to other Americans considering traveling to the area at the height of spring break season.
Drew Petrimo has the latest from Washington.
2 survivors back on American soil getting treatment after a vicious attack. The wife of a surviving victim speaking by phone with NBC News.
I didn't know anything until Sunday morning when the FBI came. Everything just seemed so surreal to me.
Family member say Latavia Washington McGee, seen here in an ambulance, was joined by a cousin, Shaeed Woodard, and friends Zindell Brown and Eric James Williams. They took the days-long trip from their homes in South Carolina to Mexico for a cosmetic medical procedure. The 4 crossed the border into Matamoros, Mexico on Friday. Shortly after, gunmen fired at their white minivan and loaded the victims into the bed of a pickup truck. U.S. officials confirming 2 of the victims died from the attack.
We're providing all appropriate assistance to them and their families. We extend our deepest condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased.
Matamoros is in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas, the site of ongoing violence between warring factions of the Gulf drug cartel.
They have no respect for the local law enforcement there, or there's collusion on the part of the law enforcement officials in Tamaulipas.
The DEA and the FBI are doing everything possible to dismantle and disrupt and ultimately prosecute the leaders of the cartels.
The wife of the injured survivor telling NBC News she spoke with her husband just before he went into surgery. Thankful he's alive, but heartbroken for the families of the victims who died.
The governor of Tamaulipas said one person who was guarding the kidnapping victims was arrested. They were found in a wooden house in Matamoros. Over the past 3 days, investigators say they had been moved to several locations to create confusion.
Moving right along here, this is kind of interesting. Weight Watchers making its way into the obesity drug prescription business. So the company announced that they are buying Sequence, which is a subscription telehealth program. It provides members with doctors who can prescribe weight loss drugs. But this includes the currently popular Ozempic drug that has come to fame because of its wide use by celebrities. Since the announcement, shares of Weight Watchers have surged.
Well, the Sports News forecast looking very, very nice. Maybe some fog out there on the water, but warming up very nicely. Going to be able to see that lift by the time we get to later portions of the morning. But we're going to continue to track what's going on the rest of the day and the rest of the week in a little bit.
Well, if you're interested in taking up a new hobby, Al Abair, he's got the perfect idea. You do not want to miss our check-in with him coming up here this morning.
where an Acadiana is.
Ollie Bear.
Welcome back. It is 6:39. Are you looking for a new hobby or perhaps just something different? You might want to check out Painted Bayou.
Very cool place. Al Abair giving us a little preview. He visited this new business to see what happens at the store and the classes.
Hey, we are back, Painted Bayou. I've got Simone McCrocklin here, and look at this. It's turning into something.
Something.
Okay, so what do we do?
All right, so now that you have your hands on either side, you're going to take both your thumbs and push it down in the middle.
Oh, holy cow, this is cool.
So push, 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 push. There you go. And then you can add water to the middle, so now you have a little place to hold your water.
Oh, cool. Like a cup.
Like a cup.
So, you know, this is surprising. This is easier than I thought it would be.
And it's funny because some people come in saying, you know, they watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I tell them that YouTube lies. And
what?
I know, right? And they're like, most people are like, this is more difficult than I thought because you got to use your arms, your abs. Like it's experience, you know.
So technically, I'm getting a little workout here.
A little bit.
I could drop a few pounds.
Yep.
Some people, like my doctor, my cardiologist, say I need to, but what do they know?
But we're in South Louisiana.
Right.
Come on now.
This is This is so neat. Hey,
So
look at this.
Next, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the side of the clay with your left hand, and with your right hand, put it in and push your fingers towards your palm and slide up. So now we are bringing up the walls.
Oh,
go slow,
wow.
go slow, go slow.
Sorry. Okay, this is mega cool. This is really great. This is fun. Look, if you got the time, you got to come try this. This is really amazing.
And so this point is basically whatever your hands make. So if you want to make a cup, you would slide up. If you want to make a bowl, you would kind of come out and widen it.
Whoa! It's so, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen this before, but
So add some more water.
Is this a bowl or a cup? Do I need to?
Well, it could be a very good coffee cup.
Because I like to drink a lot of coffee.
Well, then it's a coffee cup.
So, you think I'm doing okay here?
I think you're doing great.
Okay, so look, we're going to go back to you guys in the studio. I could make a whole set of coffee cups for someone. What a wedding present. Call me when you need a present. Okay, back to you guys. I'm with Simone, Painted Bayou.